Writing product copy on Amazon can be a tiresome, cumbersome process. Now, we obviously have a lot of new AI technologies out there. I'm going to show you one of the fastest and easiest ways to do this with an SEO lens in mind. And you want to get those indexing of those keywords up. You want to get the rankings up. So let's dive in. My name is Stephen Pope. I'm the founder of My Amazon Guy. Today, we're going to be looking at one of my Sage Stick listings. You can see here I've got 1,500 reviews. I've already smacked a keyword straight onto the main image there to try and help it rank for Sage Sticks. I have a very big initiative to try and rank this product better for some specific keywords, and I've already crafted that list and I have everything ready to roll. In SEO Phase 3 of the My Amazon Guy SEO Phase process, we focus on Strikezone keywords, and that's what we're going to be doing today. This is organic rank 20 through 50. And Strikezone keywords are keywords that we're showing up on page 1 for, but not getting a lot of traffic. These are keywords that are getting less than 3% of the click-through rate out of all of the clicks available because people have to scroll down to see it. I'll demonstrate that as such. So if we type in Sage Sticks like this and we scroll down, we're going to potentially see my product ad at some point, and then we're going to see my organic listing. Let's see where it pops up. There we are. I think it's in like position 28 or something like that. And so I want to push this up. That's why you're seeing the Sage Sticks keyword right there. That helps the consumer know this is for me. I'm going to click on it. That's a big win for CTR. Now we're going to go a little bit more in depth and focus on product description, copy, and word frequency and stuff like that. So we have 205 keywords that are in our strike zone, rank 20 through 50, like this. You can see the word frequency: sage, cleansing, white, smudge. So if I wanted to tell AI to focus on some of the keywords that are most frequent, I would do it as follows. I would download the word frequency. I would also download the data set with all 205 keywords. It's going to create two files. It's going to look like this. I'm going to pull up on screen over here like this. This is the 205 keywords. You can see all the data and all of our ranks. You can sort and filter this as needed to figure out like where to focus. But the reason I also downloaded the word cloud, which looks like this, is because I knew that I needed these words emphasized over the remaining words. So we take these two files, we go over to an AI software of your choice. I'm using ChatGPT 4. You could use Bard, doesn't matter which one you use. They're all pretty decent. And then you could type in a prompt that looks like this. So I'm scrolling all the way up. I have a big dump already. Write a 1,500 character product description focusing on these words. And these are the word clouds. So I pulled that again from right here on the word frequency chart. Then also use these words. And I placed it in this copy. Now, my product is not Palo Santo, and there's some Spanish mixed in and some other things mixed in. So when this spits out, you do need to do a little bit of editing. But this is a great way to focus on keywords ranks 20 through 50. So here's what it ended up with. Unleash the power of pure organic cleansing with our comprehensive Sage House Cleansing Kit. That's keyword number 1. Also keyword cleansing probably in there as well. With everything you need for a spiritual and aromatic experience, this set will revitalize your living space, clearing away negative energy. That's keyword. And inviting serenity and calm. Here's what's included in our sacred bundle: fresh sage leaves, Spanish mixing, Palo Santo, which is not included, and all of the things that you need for your garden. Except this isn't a garden, there's no seeds. So you have to be careful, and you'll have to edit this down. But here's the good news. Inside of the backend, if we take the SKU and click on edit, this product description is superseded by A+ content. So if we go over to the keyword section, rather the description section like this section right here is not visible to consumers. And that's because it's supplanted, click on my product here, by the A+ content, which shows here. You'll notice this is called the product description, but here is the actual product description. Now, if you try and look at the page source code and you looked at the product description section, it sometimes shows up. So if we go to product description and in here in the code, this is how you know whether it's going to help with indexing. You sometimes can see some of that back-end copy, but it's not front-facing to the consumer. So you could take your time and go through this code and see if it shows up or not. That would be the definitive reason of whether it indexes. We do know that the alt text of the photos here does help indexing. How do we know this? Because it shows up in the code. You can see it right there. But because this copy is behind the scenes right here, you could probably get away with a little bit more of some of the words you can't put in the front end writing. So I can't talk about Pablo Santo because this isn't a Pablo Santo product, but it would be something that somebody that was buying Pablo Santo would buy. Therefore, you could put it in the product description behind the scenes here. Now, be careful though, because in some product categories, about 5% of them, the product description will also show up. So make sure you edit this and make it make sense, because you don't necessarily want to put some goobly glop in there and get in trouble or get the listing yanked. Be careful on the keyword choices you use. But this is quick and dirty. Like, we're barely 5 minutes into the video. We already have a product description that's written, that's coherent, and some minor editing could clean this up. We could take out the Pablo Santo. We could take out the Spanish if we so chose. I think Spanish is important for this product. Why? Because I have the data to show I have market share. So I actually put Spanish in the title. I'm putting Spanish in various locations. And I also even put an emphasis on the Spanish avatar, which is why you see avatar women looking like that using the product. That's all intentional. It's helped with my market share, and it's very, very important to do. Fun fact, white sage can only be produced in the state of California. So that is a word that showed up on our report that we're going to start to emphasize and try and make sure people know California is part of our process as well. So that's how I would use AI on a quick format. Now, there are many other tools that are like built out to try and push button some of this stuff. You could check them out, Helium 10, Zonguru. There's a long list of keyword tools out there. But if you want to do just a quick and dirty, use a free AI software, here's how it would look, here's how you could do it, and then copy and paste that in the behind the scenes for the product description. You can run the same thing for bullet points. I use emojis. They're topical. They're good for my product line. Emojis are not appropriate in some categories. Health related, I wouldn't do emojis, for example. Sometimes supplements or sports categories get a little touchy about emojis, but home goods, pretty safe bet. Kitchen, pretty safe bet. And that's how I would do it. So check it out. This is how I would then rank better for keywords during SEO Phase 3 of the Strikezone, rank 20 through 50 here. The next thing that you would do is you would try and focus on a subset of these keywords, rework the title, rework the bullet points, rework the product description, edit it into the alt text of the photos behind the A+ content, which you see here. Also, go over to the keyword section, edit keywords here as well. Sometimes you would want to have that word cloud like this pasted straight in to the search term field. However, during SEO Phase 3 and 4, we often will violate the rules of Phase 1 and 2. And so during Phase 1, you might have the keywords in the title and in the back-end search terms. Phase 2, though, you will pull those words out of the search terms because you're going to mix in some additional keyword juice. You're going to swap those out. I have a very in-depth video where I talk through how we do that in depth. Check that out right here for the next video. And then you would continue in Phase 3 to focus on 5 or 10 keywords, put them back into the search terms, the title at the same time. So as you go through these phases, each phase has a different goal. In the early phases, it's about indexing. In Phase 3, it's about ranking, that is showing up higher in the search results. And then finally, in Phase 4, we use the Search Query Performance Report. I also like to call this the ICAP marketing funnel. And in here, you would focus on that particular ASIN. So we'll grab this ASIN and go into the reporting range for last week. And then these are words like sage sticks. That's an important keyword I'm trying to focus on right now. I have an ASIN market share of 2%. When people see me, 1 out of 5 or 1 out of 2 people basically click on it. And I have a click percentage of 4.8%, which means if I buy more impressions or if I get more impressions for sage sticks, if I update the photo, which I've already just done just in the last couple of days, like this, and if I edit sage sticks to be in multiple locations, it's going to signal to the algorithm that this is an important keyword and it's more pertinent. You can stuff keywords in and still be compliant with the algorithm by showcasing the value and writing good copy, AI or otherwise, and getting multiple instances of the keyword to show up in the listing. That will help the product rank better and gain you market share. You also can run some PPC campaigns as well. So if we go into our campaign manager and we type in sage sticks, I'm going to want to have an exact match keyword on this. And if I don't, I'm going to want to create one like this and type in sponsored products like thus, Sage Sticks, exact match, SEO ranking. And then I'm going to grab that ASIN, going to find the product, add the variations. I'm surprised I don't have an MFN version of this. So now I'm going to go back to Seller Central and validate, because you want to have, I like personally to have both an FBA and a merchant fulfilled version of every product, just in case it stocks out. So I'm actually kind of surprised here. So we don't have, I'm going to take a picture of this, send it over to my team. We're going to need to get a backup of an FBM version. So I'm just going to write a little note here, paste that over to my team, add FBM version of Sage Sticks, and queue this up. And then inside of our PPC, going back to our main target, keyword targeting, enter lists, we're going to go phrase match, Sage Sticks. This is probably going to be on a higher bid side, 91 cents, not too bad. And then my ACOS on this keyword, I guarantee you, is going to be north of 44% because my product is selling for $10. So if I don't have a conversion rate of 40% or better, my ACOS will be 45% or worse. And we'll launch this campaign. I'm going to title the campaign the same structure so I can find this campaign at a later point, put $50 a day on this because it's a really important campaign, and hit launch. And then our goal is to show up in Amazon.com for the term Sage Sticks. When I type it in like that, we're here in PPC slot number 2, which is great. We're going to try and dominate on this keyword and show up more and more because we want every sale that we get on the term Sage Sticks going to help our product rank better and better for that term. And that's a very important thing. So I've got 1,500 ratings. I've got good things. I've Amazon's choice for incense. Everything's going well. This is just the concept of nothing is ever set and forget it. You want to continuously optimize listings and continue to edit them because you can gain additional ranking factors. We recently changed our A+ content product module down here. We had check marks and X's. I've now switched it over to yes and hyphens. I think the S's and the hyphens are easier to read. Every small improvement like this adds up. Maybe that's only a 0.01 conversion rate improvement, but it's something that I like to do. So you've got your word frequency, you've got your cloud and things you can focus on. I like to use, organic rank 20 through 50 to kind of help me focus in on keywords that if I just put a little bit more effort behind, they're going to start ranking higher and higher in the search results, and it's going to be a good thing. You could also do the same thing earlier in SEO Phase 1. You could look at 10 competitors and sort them by the top 10 rankings and focus on their keywords and rewrite your copy doing the same exact thing and have really good results with that. So my name is Stephen Pope. I'm a founder of My Amazon Guy. I have lots of SEO videos. Click these videos next to learn more about how you can level up your own search engine optimization. If this is too complicated, maybe you need to hire us to help you out. Go book a call at myamazonguy.com/book, and we're happy to help you out as well.